Today is the 20th of Cheshvan, and it is Lord Rabbi Jonathan Sacks's fourth yahrzeit. In his memory, I wanted to share some of his Torah. In Parshat Chayei Sara, he notices that when Avram sends his servant, who we know as Eliezer, out to find a wife for his son, Avram never describes what kind of wife he would be looking for his son. But somehow Eliezer intuits that the most important value and trait would be that of chesed. We know this because Eliezer davens, he prays to God, and imagines that if a woman comes and offers not only him water, but also water to his camels, then that would be the perfect wife. And he describes it by saying, Eda ki asita chesed im Adoni. Then, by this I will know that you, God, have shown kindness, chesed, to my master, to Abraham. You see, the word chesed here, I think, is the defining characteristic of who he was looking for and ultimately came to define who Rivka was. Chesed, of course, is a major value within our Torah. According to the Gemara in Sota, it's how the Torah ends and begins. The Torah begins with chesed, with acts of kindness, when God made clothes for Abraham and for Adam and Chava. And it ends with chesed when God buries Moshe. And so too, we are supposed to emulate God's characteristics and through Darchei Hashem, through the ways of God, perform acts of chesed in everyday life. And that's how our community is oriented. We have formed chesed committees to help people in birth, in death, and everything in between. In fact, chesed is even a way to recover from hard times. Avot Rabbi Natan discusses how after the temple was destroyed, the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, Rabbi Yeshua is crying, saying, how could it be? How are we supposed to do kapara to atone for our sins when there is no Beit HaMikdash? Rabbi Yochanan turns to him and says, my son, don't worry. It's going to be okay. There's even a better way to atone. And that is through chesed, through acts of loving kindness. As it says, Ki chesed chafatzti v'lo zavach. For God desires goodness, chesed, not sacrifices. Rabbi Jonathan, Lord Jonathan Sacks says, through chesed, Jews humanized fate as they believed God's chesed humanizes the world. As God acts towards us with love, so we are called to act lovingly to one another. There's one final point he makes, which is that in the English language, as of 1535, there was no translation of the word chesed. Miles Coverdale noticed when he published a translation of the Hebrew Bible into English. And so he coined the term loving kindness for chesed. I'd like to think that if we opened up that dictionary today, not only would we find the English definition, loving kindness for chesed, but perhaps we would even see an image, a picture of Rabbi Jonathan Sacks himself, somebody who emulated chesed in the way he lived his life. And in a way, his chesed continues to manifest itself through his Torah, through his words. Shabbat Shalom.